180 people already saying good morning. Tony, good morning. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day, man. I'm just here on my walk. And I was thinking while I was walking, since it felt so beautiful outside and looked so beautiful. I figure, I'm like, you know what? When my next song changed into a boring song, I'm gonna start my life. But no song on my playlist was boring. So it took me a long time. So I said, you know what? I give up. Let me just go live anyways. Good morning, Jolly. I wanted to continue a conversation about the things that we experience on a day-to-day basis, as far as relationship-wise. And it's not just relationships, but expectations of relationships, unconscious relationships, conscious ones, you know, relationships where people get abused and disrespected and they still stay. And, stuff like that. Because a lot of times I think we know what's right, but we don't know what's right because we don't do it. Because if you know, you're going to do. You know what I mean? Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. Good morning, Vasu. We say we know all these things, but we don't do it. And if we don't do it, it's really because you don't know it. Because if you really know it, if you know the drama that it brings, if you know the pain and the hurt that it will cause, then there's certain things that we won't do. So to say we know it and we still falling in these traps, it's because we don't really know it. Because somebody says, if you know, you're gonna do. For real. If you know, you're gonna do. But many times we don't do. We just say we know. Hey, Carmel. And we give all this advice to our friends about relationships, their man, their woman. But when it comes to us, we're clueless. We're clueless. We keep falling in these same traps. These same traps are keeping us just, you know, like in bondage. We are in bondage with our own issues. You know what I mean? Good morning, pretty. How are you? Olivia, what's good? I want to leave, but the pain eats me. The more pain is you staying. See, the longer you stay is the more you're gonna be in pain. And after a while, you're gonna become numb. But being numb is not a good thing. Being numb is what happens right before we die. But I'm telling you that the pain will eat you up when you leave. But depends on how long you feel the pain. I mean, it's your choice because we're gonna all feel pain. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is what you're doing because by you staying there longer, the pain is real. It's like we think sometimes if I let go of this rope, we hold on to this rope forever, thinking if I let go, I'm gonna die. But you don't realize that holding on to this rope is killing our hands. Our hands are numb. Our hands are bloody. We are in pain. We are suffering, holding on, but we still hold on. And you don't even know what's going to happen when you let go. You don't even know. In our reality, good morning. Good morning, we're fellas. But we don't even know what's going to happen when we let go. But the thing is, we already have in our mind that we're going to suffer. And we're suffering right now. We could feel the suffering. We could feel the tears. We could feel the energy that we don't have. We feel drained. We feel tired. We feel insecure. We feel sad. We feel miserable. And this is what we know. But yet we still don't want to leave because of what we don't know. We don't know what tomorrow is going to hold. You know what? It's sad because one of the reasons why we stay is because we don't think somebody else might be better. We don't think that we'll find someone else. Let me tell you all something. You don't leave a situation because of someone else. You know what I mean? What's going on, Cora? Long time no see. Where you at? Come walk with me. But yeah, we don't leave a situation or we don't stay in one because of the fear of not finding someone else. Barbara Rubies, how you doing? But many times we stay in a relationship because we think ain't nobody else out there. Who cares? The, the point is you're not happy. You are miserable. You are discontent. You are not content with your life. Hey, what's going on? I always think I'm afraid to be alone. It's no thing. Being alone is when you actually heal. See, many of us can't heal because we don't want to take a time to be alone. Being alone is where you and God is working together on one. You and nature. Good morning, Kiss. How are you? But that's the time that we are afraid of the most. I don't know who told us this. Somebody taught us that being alone is failure. Somebody taught us that being alone is illegal. Somebody told us that being alone is self pity. Somebody told us that people are going to feel sorry for you when you're alone. But here's the thing, let me tell you what's worse than being alone when you are able to heal as one of. For real. Let me tell you something. Ain't no thing as bad as being alone than when you actually have someone and still feel alone. That's even worse. You know how many of us have someone and still feel alone, but yet we stay in these relationships and feel alone, lonely as hell. We be miserable, we be depressed, nobody feels our pain. He or she ain't talking to you. He or she ain't studying you. He or she has their own life. He or she is just out there doing what they do while you here waiting on them to come home to try to talk to you today. We're begging them for their time. We're begging them for their efforts. We're begging them to change. We're begging them for love. We're begging them for attention. And we stay. We stay when you could do this all by yourself. Listen, you could give yourself the attention. You could give yourself that time and be free of expectations. You could give yourself that love. You could give yourself those moments of joy and peace and happiness. And yet, we're with someone who we expected from. But yet, we stay. Why do we stay? Because we are brainwashed. We think sooner or later, we think sooner or later we think sooner or later it's gonna all change, and they is gonna love you like what you deserve. And let me tell you something. While you have that mindset, you have to understand it's not you. My ex once ignored me for a while, for a whole month. Not one single word did he speak. Let me tell you something, man. One thing I learned as I grew up, as I became older, because I used to, as a man, as a unconscious man, and I'm not saying. Listen, a matter of fact, let me say this right now, okay? Let me tell you right now. I ain't going there. I used to play games and ignore the people that I was with so that they could miss me and they could beg me, hey, Isa, how are you? So that they could beg me and then so I could be noticed and then my ego will grow. So I won't talk to her for a couple days at a time, a couple months, I mean, a couple weeks at a time, just because I was stern. But I realized, man, who does that? Who does that garbage? You tell me I'm a grown man and I'm leaving my lady, my wife, my girlfriend to be out there by herself in this world. I'm not worried about her. I'm not calling her to see how she's doing. I'm not speaking to her. I'm not asking her if she's okay. Did you eat? Did you this? How was your day? Do you feel sick? Does your stomach hurt? Does your head hurt? I'm not worried about you, but yet I love you? Man, please, that is not real. See, the people who does that, you should use that as a red flag. It's a red flag. Listen, pretty young thing. How are you? You said that you could do better all by yourself, right? But let me tell you this. A lot of times you do better all by yourself. I promise you. See, we always say, and this is something that we always say, we can do bad by ourselves. But in reality, we could do a lot damn better too by ourselves. But we are afraid to be by ourselves. Because you know why? Because we crave somebody to give us that that ridiculous love that we don't have for ourselves. Like we need that little fake ass love. It's not even real love. But the thing is, when you're missing real love inside, when you're missing that real love inside of yourself, we crave that garbage to fill that gap of what we should have inside. So we allow people to come to us with that fake crap, manipulate us, make us feel like we gotta work hard, make us feel. Sebastian, what's good, man? Hey, thank you, brother, man. You know, we crave someone to manipulate us into thinking if we are good enough, they will love us. If you do right, they will love us the way that we want. If you speak like this, if you give them this type of sex, if you give them the type of attention, if you do all these services for them, then I will love you like the way you want to be loved, and I won't treat you bad, and I won't abuse you anymore. But in reality, love, and I was making a video last night. Love is not about the person who's receiving it. Love is about the person who is giving it. See, if you are able to love, you will love anyone. I promise you. I promise you. Just like Christ, it didn't matter who you were, Christ still loved you, right? It doesn't matter who you are, God still loves you. It doesn't matter who you are, who your mother still loves you, your father still loves you. But when you have to feel that you have to do acts of services, all these things, treat them differently, beg them to stay, being manipulated, stay amongst all these crap. When you feel you have to go through all this stuff, it's not real. It's only from God. And then, yeah, listen, when we feel like you have to do all these things just to be loved, it's not real love. It's freaking conditional. Someone say, Someone said, the opposite of love is conditional love. Think about it. I know it might not make sense to you, but the opposite of love is not hate, because love don't have opposites. But the opposites of love is conditional love. Conditional love will screw with your mind. Conditional love will make you feel like you are not enough. If we love our children conditionally, they grow up confused. So if I don't do this, or if I do this, you won't love me no more. Them jokers grow up confused. They grow up abused. It's an abused mentality. When I walked away from my marriage, I said never again would I accept being treated. I'm telling you, the thing is, we mess with people who don't have love within. And when you mess with someone who doesn't have love within and who doesn't carry love, then we suffer. Because you think you gotta work hard to be loved. Listen, I should be love within. I should be complete love. That when I meet you, I love you. Now, just because I love you don't mean I want you. Just because I love you doesn't mean I have to be with you. See, just because I love you. Hey, thank you, brother man. Hey, thank you. I do appreciate you, man. Just because I love you doesn't mean I have to stay with you. This is something that we cannot understand. We think because I love you, I have to wait around for you until you start to recognize my worth. If I recognize your worth and you don't recognize mine, one of us don't need to be there. Listen, I love you to death, but listen, we can't be together in an intimate relationship because that drains me. Black Pearl, how you doing, darling? How are you? Greetings. The thing is, we don't recognize our worth. We don't realize who we are. We don't see how much power. We don't see how much love. We don't see how sensitive and beautiful and amazing that we are. So, since we don't see it, we beg someone else to see it. When you beg someone else to see your worth, they can never see it. Because now that you're begging them, they recognize that you don't have it within yourself. And the more somebody disrespects you, the more you allow them to disrespect you, is the more they cannot love you. I cannot love what I disrespect. I cannot, I cannot, I cannot love what allows me to step all over them. I can't love that. It's impossible. It's impossible. I cannot love. Now, if you allow me to walk over you, then you don't see respect in yourself. You can't see worth in yourself, and you can't see value within yourself. So, how can I love you? So, we think I would allow them to keep abusing and disrespect me as long as they marry me. Hopefully they marry me. Hey, Crystal, darling, how are you? Hopefully they will marry me in the end. Hopefully they will see it one day. They can't see it because you never set boundaries. Never set boundaries. How can they see it? They don't even know who you are. I'm serious. They don't understand. Listen, this is not about men or women. This is about us, period. Both genders. Both genders. We do this. If you can't see your worth, you can't see mine. Nothing that I do could make you see yours. This is a self task. You need to be with people who love themselves. If you want them to love you back in return, you must mess with conscious people. Once you've always allowed someone to disrespect you, it only gets worse. It only gets worse. It only gets worse. We wait for these jokers to respect us. Respect. Who says? I was listening to Lauren Hill this morning as I was walking. Lauren Hill says, "Baby girl, respect is the minimum. Respect is the pure bare minimum. Respect is the minimum. If you are not respected in the beginning, something is off. You can't mess with, and these people would approach you and then don't respect you. Would you respect me? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you when you have someone of value. When you have someone of value, they value you. If I choose you as my wife or my woman or my girlfriend to represent me, it's because I must see value in you. I must see value in you. Because if you represent me as my man, as your man or your husband, your wife, whatever you have in your life, if if you choose someone, that person has to represent you. Now, I ain't saying they have to be you. Saying that in the absence of you, they should represent the relationship. They should represent you. They should have an idea of who you are. They should actually speak of you highly. They should actually love you and cherish you. Everybody, listen, man, this is not no, this is real. You should carry yourself such a way that the person that you with knows. They knows where they stand. They know where they stand. I think of the show. That's funny. My Davis was good. But that's funny. But I'm saying, Queen Leo, how are you doing, darling? I'm saying, man, many times we wait around for somebody to respect you and love you. And love is not a hard thing. Love is only hard when you gotta convince someone because if love is hard, it's because love is not here. See, love has to be here first in men and women, not just women, men too. You have, I have to carry love. I have to have love for me to give love. I cannot give what I don't have. And if I don't give you love, it's because I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. Nothing that you can do could create love within me. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. I don't think, I think that went over. That was on the inside. I think that went over many of us head. Let me say that one more time. Write this down. Write this down. And remind yourself there's nothing I could do to create love in someone who doesn't have it. Okay. I could give you more money. I could cook for you more. I could give you better sex, good sex, double sex. I could give you all the sexual positions in this world. I could give you attention. I could give you time. But one thing about love, if love is not already present, it won't be there no matter what I do. See, some people just are blocked. They have so much blockage, blocking their heart. They are afraid. Ex-husband did not have love on the inside, and the feeling. I'm telling you, when somebody don't have love in the inside, that crap is so strong and toxic that whoever you touch or you hang out with, they begin to feel it too. I thought way, but no matter what, I'm telling you, it really wasn't. And these are lessons that we all learn. These are lessons that we all have to learn. And these lessons and these facts came from people who never loved us. You learn more about love. My black therapist said that. I'm telling you, listen, we learn the most from people about love who don't love us, who never loved us, and who couldn't love us. Let me tell you, stop forcing people to love you. That's not your job. See, loving you is the easiest thing. When anybody makes you feel like you are hard to love, that's a damn red flag. Because it's not you that's hard to love, it's me that's hard to love. Did you get that? Did you get that? It's not you that is hard to love, it's me that finds it hard to love. If I find it hard to love, damn it, something is blocked. We think that let me tell you something. You got to do all this damn thing to make someone love you. People don't take it. See, the world is so messed up, and we as a people and a community is so damn messed up because we have expectations of so many people because we lack the ability to make our own selves happy. We lack the ability to make our own self joyful. We lack the ability to create love inside. So now when I'm with you, I gotta pull that happiness, pull that joy from you, pull that peace from you, pull that love from you. I gotta try to pull it so that I can feel it. I'm gonna try to pull the love so I could feel it. Because I'm not feeling it, that's why I wanted you. So we always end up with people who can't feel it either. Because once you feel love inside, once you become love inside, once you love inside, guess what? I guarantee you, you will not entertain all these people who don't have love. Hey, Holly, how you doing? You won't, I'm telling you, once you carry love inside, you don't entertain garbage. I if I carry love inside, I don't want yours. Think about it. If I have $20 in my pocket, I don't need your $20. I don't need yours. If I'm if I'm going to McDonald's, think about it. If I'm going to McDonald's, hey Victoria, if I'm going to McDonald's and my food only costs $7, if I have $8 in my pocket, I don't need yours. I don't need yours because I have enough. The problem comes in is when we lack it. I need yours. And when I need yours, you manipulate me. Because now you have to feel deserving of it. You gotta show me that you want it. You gotta show me. You do this. If you do this, and if you do that, and if you love me like this, and if you talk to me like this, and if you treat me like this, and if you become easily manipulated by me. And if I could control you, and if I control your feelings, if I could leave your house and you call me and beg me, if you begging me to come over, and if I walk out on you and you call me as soon as I leave your house because you miss me, then I might give it to you. And they manipulate the hell out of us. But when you have love, you don't chase. You can't chase love if you have love. It's impossible. It's impossible. It is impossible, hey Sharon, to chase something that you have. You only chase that is going away from you. And did you just get that? I know many people come on TikTok and speak a message, but I don't think many go behind the scene as to why we do what we do. Yeah, we could talk about, hey girl, if he don't want you, leave. Yeah, we could talk about all that stuff. We could talk about all that stuff. We could say, girl, if he cheat, leave. You can talk about all this stuff, but nobody goes behind the scene with these things. Nobody understands that people are missing love within, and it's not your job to place it there. It's not your job. It's not your job to make the man or the woman capable to love. Not your job. It's not your job. It's not your job to create love within someone. And many times you try to create love because there has to be an exchange of energy. If I do this, then you do this. There has to be an exchange. And many times your exchange is you feeling pain. Give you that pain and you try to give them that love. There has to be an equal exchange. Nothing is free. So here we are trying to give love while they are hurting us. We are trying to give hope when they are abusing us. We are trying to give faith when they are just disrespecting us. Listen, there has to be an exchange. That's why it's not your job to make someone love you. It's not your job. People are gonna love you if they love you regardless. People are gonna love you if they are capable of love. They don't love you because of what you can do for them. No, that's not love. Look at Jesus, the one that you worship. Look at Jesus. And nothing you can do for this man. Nothing at all. That's not why he loved you. If that was why, he was a damn narcissist too. I'm telling you. But here we are in a relationship, working so hard. And then when we end up broken, we blame this other person. Takes two. It really takes two. Listen, I want us to stop the blame game. And I want us to join the conscious game. And what does that mean, conscious game? Conscious game is when you understand that your responsibility is to remain conscious. And what does conscious mean? See, people say love is blind, but love is not blind. Love has to be conscious. Love is handy, love. Love is conscious. Love is not blind. Love cannot be blind. There ain't nothing in this universe is blind. This universe is so conscious. This universe is so beautiful. This universe is so powerful and amazing. There is nothing blind in this universe. And love is one of the strongest things. So love is the most conscious thing. It's a powerful thing. Tony, what's good, Tony Thomas? So if love is blind, then this whole universe is doomed. If love is blind, God is blind. Somebody said God is love. So if love is blind, God is walking around here. You don't even know who you are. You confused. He walking around here. Who are you again? Are you my child? Man, please. Love ain't no damn blind. Love can't be blind. Hey, pretty Makita, how you doing? If love is blind, then we do. This entire universe is doomed. Because if love is blind, I promise you, these planets that's spinning around on their axis would actually collide into each other if love was blind. Blind. You just not seeing. You are just unconscious. It's not them, it's you. There is a responsibility. Anytime you go in a relationship, anytime you meet someone, anytime you meet someone, there has to be a responsibility on your part. Your part should focus on you and how you feel. How are you feeling? Are you feeling angry? When you meet someone, are you feeling depressed? Are you sad? Are you feeling drained? Are you feeling miserable? Are you feeling respected? Are you feeling love? Are you feeling insecurities? Your responsibility is to focus on how you feel. That's because you're not blind, because you still have feelings. See, love is not a physical thing, love is a spiritual thing. And guess what? We human beings is spiritual. We are spiritual beings. So therefore, we could feel if it's there, and we could feel when it's not. Think about it. We feel when it's there, and we feel when it's not, because we are spiritual, and love is spiritual. You're not supposed to see love. You're supposed to feel love. What you feel, it's what you have inside, it's what you feel inside. Your gut feelings is connected to it. Your instinct connected. It's connected to the same God that you worship. And if your same God you worship don't show those same characteristics that your man or your woman is showing, it's not love. It's the same word, it's love. Nobody loves you differently. It's all love. You feel love. You see, we just so damn spoiled. We're just so clueless that we think love should look like this. Love don't have a look. Love don't have a look. See, when you are loved, man. See, matter of fact, when you love you, it's a blessing. That's the number one thing. When you love you, there's a power within yourself. Love is your power. Love is your superpower. Love is your savior. Love is who you are. And without who who you are, you can't exist. And when you need love from someone, you're looking for a savior. See, when you need his love or her love, you're looking for them to save you from yourself because love is your savior. Love is your power. Love is your superpower. And when you don't have that power, you crave it. How can you? People here walking around here talking about, oh my God, I'm looking for love. I can't find love. Where the hell is people who love? How can't you find love when it's in you? You cannot find it elsewhere. It does not exist anywhere else but within you. And you only know it exists when you feel it. And if you feel it, you won't ask the ridiculous question. Ask some dumb question talking about, oh my God, does love exist? No, it doesn't. If it doesn't exist in you, it doesn't exist at all because you will never find it if it don't exist in you. Now, I'm not at the beach. I'm just outside. I was walking, so I just took a seat. You cannot find love if it doesn't exist in you. You want to go outside to find love. We're trying to go outside. We're trying to experiment with him and her, with threesomes, polyamorous relationships. We become, um, what's the damn word? When you having sex with everyone just to find something. We try. Listen, man, we trying to find love in things and people and this and that and things and cars in our house, in our home. We trying to find love everywhere. Yes, promiscuity. We are promiscuous with this, with that. We here, we there, we're with him, we're with her. We're trying this race, we're trying this other race. It's not black people, it's white people. It's not white, it's the Asian. It's not the Asian, it's this. And you don't realize that what you have inside is what you attract. You cannot find it outside if it doesn't appear inside. You think it's not you. You think you have nothing to do with it. How does one find love within themselves? You have to become it. You have to become it. How you treat yourself, how you see yourself, how you connected to that creator, how you connected to the universe. Hey, Nana Bell, what's good? I was thinking about you. Oh, thank you. You know what I mean? Like you have to create it within yourself. You have to grasp it. You know what I mean? You have to be by yourself to find it. You can, it's so hard to find love outside of you. Let me ask you a question. And you just asked me, how do you find love within themselves? It's just be still, relax, sit down. What's up, Diamond King? How you doing, man? You have to treat yourself like how you want to be treated. You have to sing to yourself those love songs that you love. You have to see yourself how the man or the woman, how you want them to see you. You have to take time and heal yourself. You have to feed yourself. You have to take yourself out. You have to create that within yourself. And when you do it, it becomes permanent. When you understand it, it becomes permanent. When you understand the feeling, it becomes permanent. When you heal, it becomes permanent. When you release anger and hate and anxiety and depression, and when you release all these jealousies and insecurities and unforgiveness and these guilt, love remains. I promise you. The reason why we can't find it is because it's buried by expectations. It's buried by hate. It's buried with anger. It's buried with because we still haven't forgiven those who have trespassed against us. We still haven't forgiven ourselves. We still haven't forgiven. Can't find love if you don't forgive. One of the biggest parts of love is forgiveness. The reason why we can't find love is because it's buried. Man, we carry so much other things. We carry so much pain. We carry so much disappointment. We carry so much anger. We carry so much fear. We carry so much insecurities, so much hate, so much guilt. You know how much guilt we carry, man? Megan, what's good, girl? Thank you so much. How are you doing? I'm telling you, we're looking for love in the wrong places, and it should be us. We should create the love, not look for it. You don't look for anything. You are creators. Don't we know that you are a creator in this universe? Let me tell you something. My standards, I don't have high standards. I don't know what standards are. And I don't want to have high standards. People will assume that I have these high standards. It's not about standards. It's not about looking for somebody who this and this. You look for someone who loves themselves. That's my standard. Because if you don't love yourself, you're gonna bring pain. All you're gonna bring is pain. See, when you love yourself, I see a man or a woman who loves themselves, they create pleasure. They create harmony. They create joy. They create happiness within. Because that's what you have. That's what you are. A person who loves themselves will never make themselves suffer on purpose. High standards. People think I do. I just recognize when you don't love yourself, you're gonna be out there doing a lot of things. Listen, we out there, man. We out there searching for love, and the way we dress, the way we shake our ass, the way how we flirt, and the way how we easy, the way how we think that we licking our lips. I feel you. I feel you, Miss Diamond. I understand. I understand. Thank you, Tony. We out there thinking that if we're here doing sexual things on social media where a million men or women could see us, we think that we're gonna create love. But what we're doing is that we're creating an image of that what we don't desire, because when we send that damn creation off, you create something else in another person. Let me tell you, we are creators. Think about what you want to create in somebody's mind. What you're creating in this universe. Whatever energy that you give off is what you create. You are birthing something. You cannot find love in things that doesn't have love. If you see beauty within yourself, when you find beauty within yourself, when you find beauty within yourself, you are not dropping your level of understanding to please anyone, because you know you attract you attract the same level of frequency you are. We blaming man, listen, we blaming all these men and women for hurting you, not realizing that you too have a responsibility. And you too, see, when you start to take responsibility for your behavior, you choose differently. I promise you. I promise you. See, you want to point the finger. It's him. All men. All men are. All women. How can you say? How can you be a grown person and still think you need to be a life coach? Seriously, how can you be an adult and still pointing at the outside of you? The outside of you don't exist. The outside of you cannot exist. Only the inside exists. And whatever is on the inside reflects on your outside. Do you not know that you are creators? If he makes you feel like you are not enough, let me tell you this. Let me tell you a fact. Nobody could make you feel anything. Nobody could make you feel. When you are conscious of you, when you love you, nobody could make you feel like you are not enough. Understand this. I need you also to understand this. Nobody has the power to make you feel like you are not enough. It's impossible. Nobody has enough power to make you feel like you are not worthy. Nobody has enough power to make you feel unwanted. Nobody has enough. Listen, because in reality, you only agree to what they say. Not that they have power, it's that you are agreeing. Listen, you cannot feel anything without agreement. You have to agree with them. If somebody tells you that you are stupid and you feel offended, it's because somewhere in that word you are agreeing and you are seeing. Because why else would you care? You think I care about? Do you care about strangers? Do you care about what they say about you? Somebody that you just passed on the street. Do you think that you care about what they think about you? You don't care. You give them the right to get in your head. You're right. No one can change that because we are God's children. I'm telling you, but we messing with people all day who transmit that energy to us, and we blame them. How can you blame everybody else? This is something that I call conscious relationship and conscious dating. You got to be conscious because there's always two. There's not just one. You cannot be all men, all women. How can we sit here and say all men is such and such? All men cheat. All men lie. All men disrespect. All men. You hear people say this all day, and you are surprised when you find one of those men. How can you find something that you how can you find something that doesn't exist in your mind? You create your life. You create your experiences and you create who you attract. So when you walk around here telling the universe, all men are garbage, you think that is going to create one in you that's not? You think that is going to introduce you to one that's not? No. If you vibrate it, you will receive it. If that's what you vibrate, that's what you get. You only get what you vibrate. That's the thing. We keep allowing it. How do you stop? You become conscious of it. See, many of us, let me tell you one thing that we do. Many of us, we want that man or that woman who makes us feel an instant connection. Woo! God is damn chemistry. Ah! I'm telling you, we meet someone and we get excited. Damn! I have never felt this chemistry. And how many times does that last? How long does that last? How many times does that happen? How many times do you meet the chemistry? How many times does a person turn out to be an ass? How many times does a person turn out to disappoint you? Because you're still going from what you first feel, not realizing that we walking around here hurt, pain, anger, we in disbelief, we in distrust, we are broken. So of course, when you find that other broken, disabled mentally, and this angry person, it creates a feeling inside of you that you say, ah, feels amazing. Chrome God is how you do it. Pain birth pain, but two pains together feels alive. Two or more gathered together, it shall be stronger. So when two broken people come together, you feel chemistry. You feel chemistry. Chemistry is powerful. When two criminals come together, ah, they're gonna be the ultimate crime. You always hungry? I just got hungry too. I'm telling you, when two or more happy people come together, ah, they create more happiness. It's a chemistry. When two or more broken, sad, miserable come together, ah, somebody finally understands me. Somebody finally understands me. Yes! So your power is multiplied. Because now you start to feel more pain. It's become powerful in you again. The chemistry is growing. I'm telling you. See, we don't think about this. See, we are so unconscious that we think. We don't even know how to create bliss within our own selves. You can't create bliss. Beverly, how are you? I'm great. Thanks for asking. We don't create bliss within ourselves. We don't know how to do it. We don't know how to create happiness within ourselves. But yet we expect. I'm charging somebody's beads too. I did it while I was walking, so I was charging somebody's beads. I don't know. I think these beads belong to a guy. I was walking and doing walking meditation. We don't know how to create bliss. I miss out on the blessing. He comes when I take my long walk. I'm telling you, we are here. We can't create bliss. We in bliss and happiness and joy. So we look for someone else to create it within our hearts. So when we meet that broken person, hey Marcus, we look for that broken person. We look for this. We look for that. Listen, all a broken person could give you is more brokenness. You know what I mean? I am the real. How you doing? I think I said it wrong. Do you think love conquer all? Love only conquers all when you understand the power of love. Love only conquers all when your mindset is of that level of understanding. See, many times we think we lose. You hear people say, if you love, people who love get hurt a lot. So I will not fall in love. I'm not gonna fall in these feelings. I'm not gonna love. And we don't see the power of love, so we don't realize that love already wins. We are love, love. Listen, love, listen. Use the word love by itself. Let's just use love by itself, okay? Don't put an object to your love. Just use the word love. Right now, I'm sitting in this nice sun, covered by something. I'm sitting right here, and I stopped. Oh, I stopped over there just a minute ago before I came here, and I was looking at the mountains with the snow tips, the peace, the quiet, and this field. And I was like, oh my God, feel this. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is love. This is peace. This is joy. This is ultimate bliss. This is God. This is nature. Very good. Love already conquered. Love is going to always be there. Love has to always be there because you have to love something. To love something. Listen, we all love something. And when we love something, that one thing that we love gives us back that power. That gives us back that power because love is what increases us. So when you feel that love towards it, damn mountain, damn walk, damn sky, that damn moon, that beautiful moonlight, that sunlight, that plant, that bliss. When you actually understand it, it gives you back that power. See, listen, we are powerless because we fail to love. Not that you're not loved, not that love is not there, love has to be there. But when you don't see it, when you don't acknowledge it, and when you are not conscious of it, you don't get the power back. You lose your power. Love is always going to be there. But the thing is, you have to comprehend what love is. That's when you understand that they already conquered all. Because it's the love that makes you glow. It's the love that makes you feel beautiful and amazing and just powerful and it's the love that makes you feel that way. It's not you. It's not nothing else. Broke my heart while pregnant. 1.5 years later, I'm still disgusted. Well, baby girl, that's your choice, but it's not helping you. Let me tell you what we do. I had to speak to someone just this week. I says, I said to her, I said yes. Can you all hear me? Because I know the wind is blowing. Can you all hear me? The hollering. Oh God. Hey, can you all hear me clearly? Oh, look at my hair. Can you all hear me? Let me know real quick because I know it's very windy. Man, it's windy. Okay, so y'all can hear me clearly. Okay, good. I was talking to someone this week, and her father, hey, I know I have some moderators in here, okay? Hey, if you see somebody coming in talking trash, can you just mute them or block them, please? Thank you so much. Cron Goddess, I'm gonna make you a moderator too. I'm just finding something. Thank you so much. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So people who talk trash just because my eyes be closed because I'll be in that. Oh no, my car is not here. Made a video and tap it into this love. Ooh, I like that. I noticed you. I am Liz. I noticed a few comments that you made on my past videos. So I do appreciate you. Um, I was talking to a lady this week. I'm in Arizona. I was talking to a lady this week, And her father left while she was like 7, 8 years old, and he never came back until now. Now he's trying to come back, and she's like, "No, it's too late now. I'm done. I don't want him in my life. I don't want him in my life. I'm still. How can he do this? How can he do this? This is about 25 years later, and she's still holding on. Hey Nisha, how are we doing? All right, man. Hey, thanks for coming. Enjoy your day at work. And she's still carrying this pain, right? And I said, listen, you have children. You don't think whatever you're carrying, you are feeding your children? Let me tell you something, right? Do you know as a mother or a father, but as a mother, let's talk about mothers here. I have more women here on this life. As a mother, just because the umbilical cord, whatever you call it, the umbilical cord is disconnected from your child. Do you understand that you have the highest level of spiritual connection with your offspring? Before they turn 5 years old, you are still considered as one spirit. I want to tell you about something. And I want you to look at life. Let's look at life like we have a responsibility in our children's life. I need you to understand that as a mother, you are still completely connected. That's why they go to you. That's why when you kiss on their cuts, they feel better. That's why they hug you and sleep on you and lay on you because there's no separation. Still connected spiritually at the highest level. What you carry in your spirit, you are feeding to your children. Listen, it's never just one. It's never just one. It's always two. We have to understand that we have a responsibility to heal and stop carrying garbage in our spirit around for all these damn years. It doesn't help you. It breaks you even more. It separates you even more. It wounds you even more. And it suffers you even more. So why carry it? Why carry things in your spirit that hurts not only you, but your offspring? It hurts your offspring. Your offspring is drinking your Kool-Aid. Whatever you feel, he's feeling or she's feeling. Uncle Bob was good, man. Long time to see. And we think we walk around here feeling like we are justified in feeling these unforgiveness, and feeling these pain, and feeling these insecurities. You're not justified because you are hurting the ones that you love even more. You are doing this. You have a place in this. You have to release those damn negative energy. And you're doing it for you and your children. You're doing it for you. You gotta do it for you. We cannot blame. Listen. 10 years ago, 10 years ago, somebody told me, somebody told me, Detox Love, how you doing, girl? How are you doing? Somebody told me 10 years ago that I wasn't anything. Somebody told me that you wouldn't be a good man. Somebody told me that you would always be a miserable man. Somebody told me. Somebody told me that you will never find a decent woman. Somebody told me that you will never find love. Somebody told me that you will never do right. Somebody told me you will never be the man that you want to be. But damn it, if I still carry that person in my spirit, then I might believe it. Some people you gotta drop. You gotta drop them. Because every time that you remember them, you carry that negative energy, drop the whole damn people. Throw the whole person away. Throw the whole listen, I gotta get rid of this energy because what you say, if I give you that much power and you're already gone, how can we allow someone who is no longer in our life give so much control to how we feel about ourselves? People, do you know the way how you feel is what you create in this universe? If you feel sad and pain and hurt, you create sad and painful and hurt experiences. You create sad and painful and hurt children. You create sad and every experience becomes sad. So now you start to look for love. You want to free yourself from what you created. She's dope. How are you doing? I'm telling you, you giving people in your life, not in your life, you giving them jokers so much power over you in what you create. Don't you know that you are a creator within this universe? You ain't wasting your time from a man or a woman that's 10 years old. How dare you? How dare you think that you have the right to give your children what they don't deserve? Dare you try to not even try, give your children conditional crap, these negative emotions, these negative crap that we carry in our spirit. How dare you? Listen, you got to take the responsibility and you have to account. You have to account for how you feel. It's nobody, listen, somebody hurt you 10 years ago. Listen, what if, right? What if you're walking down the street and a rock or a tree just broke, a limb just broke? What if this limb just broke off a tree and just bam in your face, knocks you the hell out? You laid unconscious for 6 hours. You had to have surgery on your face. When you wake up, you're gonna focus on this damn tree still? Are you gonna hate this tree? Are you gonna be miserable and sad for the next 10 years? Are you gonna hate life? If you do, you're wasting your time. I mean, you can. I mean, you can if you want to. But the question is, what good does it do? See, sometimes we have to ask these questions. One question: what good does it do? What good does it do to hate the man still? What good does it do to hate your father who wasn't there? My father was never there. I saw the man once in my life. You think I waste my emotions? Do you think I waste my time? Do you think I waste my energy? Listen, my energy is me. I am my energy. Me and my energy are one. I'm not gonna give myself to this hate so that I become defeated. Because hate will drop your frequency so low. You know when you start, you know when you up in a plane, when you're 20,000 feet up there. I feel so good out here. I feel so alive. I'm in nature. It feels amazing. It feels beautiful. You know when you are so high, drive right and flying in the sky. Have you ever, from 20,000 feet, have you ever noticed or seen a duck 20,000 feet above? Have you seen an ant? Have you seen a dog? Have you seen a cat? Matter of fact, when you are 20,000 feet in flying, have you ever seen a person's head? No. You only notice low shit when you are low. You only notice and recognize pain when you are low. You notice the garbage stuff when you are low. The lower you are is the lower stuff that you see. You can only see these low frequency when you are low. Let me tell you, because when you are high, these low shit don't bother you. I promise you. And I'm yelling because I feel amazing. I feel so beautiful. They say, whoever bees this is going to be great. Let me tell you this. The reason why so many people offend you and get to you and mess with your mind and manipulate you is because you're on the same frequency. Same frequency. That's why you suffer. Because when you high, the low crop don't get to you. It cannot touch you because you are above it. You walking, and you may say, I'm walking on sunshine. Hey, listen, when you're walking on those clouds, I promise you, the